Well, that's not a bad way to start off a live post, Miss Monza. With a lion song, admittedly, Lion Leo. I was excited to hear one of those songs from you as well. Hello and welcome. Look at that. Wouldn't you know, a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, an evening sunset stroll. Welcome everyone, Judson here with TWS. I am joined by two of our rescued residents up high. That's Lioness Monza way back on her platform. And of course, Lion Leo down low, hanging out, enjoying a wonderful, a beautiful, magnificent evening of living wild at heart. Hey everyone, Marcy Sanborn, happy, I was about to say, I don't know what I was about to say. Good evening is what I'm going to say. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Marcy Sanborn, Jessica Wynn, Paula Whitley. I am just, I've been running around with the media team. They are around here somewhere, and we've been doing some after hours documentation. Obviously throughout the day, the sanctuary is always peaceful and serene, and the cats get exactly what they need. But certainly so during the evening hours when there is no human traffic whatsoever. It's certainly a special time, and a special time to document our rescues, to catch our rescues in maybe different routines or in different patterns of their day than what we normally see. So yeah, we've been out here, the media team and I've been taking some photos, taking some video, and we cannot do a PM shift without a little bit of a sunset sanctuary stroll. Funny enough, here in northern Minnesota, the sun doesn't set that early, so it's still a gorgeous evening. It might not be as red and pink as maybe some of our other sanctuary sunset strolls, but nonetheless, the light is still beautiful, and of course, we have beautiful feline rescued subjects here. Sherry G saying, working late. That's right, Sherry. Glad to be out here. And like I said, the documentation's great, and it always makes for special moments with our rescues. And being able to do that on a live was awesome. Kathy Barton, good evening, Judson and everyone. Thank you for that, Kathy. Krista Christensen's here. Hey, Krista. Hope everyone's enjoying their evening. Have you eaten dinner yet? Maybe you're cooking dinner? It'd be good to pass a little time and watch some kitty cats as we prep for our evening. Lion Leo here. Yeah, I'm going to give you all the space you need because you're the boss. Whoa. You can see a little bit of that evening light catching Lion Leo here. Hey, Judy Tulk, thanks for joining in on this sunset stroll. Leo says, I'm taking a little bit of a potty break here. In typical Wildcat, they don't care where or what. They are just going to have their bathroom time here, and away Leo goes. Jessica Wynn saying, I haven't caught a live in a while. How is everyone? Well, Leo, life is good. Admittedly, Jessica, there's probably way too much to update in terms of sanctuary happenings. Certainly all the cats are good, but the sanctuary has been a flutter with a new AmeriCorps team. We have Catio Town construction, and of course our Catio Town matching campaign that's active right now. Certainly getting excited about the progress being made in Sushi's habitat. More potty time. But I bet once Leo finishes his potty break here. Ooh, Daria, let me vicariously eat dinner through you here since I asked about people's dinner plans. Just made a homemade pizza. Bravo, Daria. Yummy. Cheated on the dough, though. Pepperoni and Canadian bacon and onions. Yum, yum, yum. Sounds lovely, Daria. And you still kind of fashioned the toppings on there. That certainly deserves the homemade title. Marcy Sanborn asking, has Prada joined in on some of the caroling from the Ukraine Pride? And, you know, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. Dang it, Marcy, we try our best to document those lions roaring. It would have been, yeah, this week, as a matter of fact, I had Joe and Timo helping me out, set some GoPros out to watch the Ukraine Pride and try to catch some caroling on video. And of course, we just got them catting around, and I think Taras did one little roar, but I can't say yes, I can't say no, but I'm kind of holding out hope that the entire Ukraine Pride will be caroling in unison in no time. I'm looking for Miss Daisy over here. I think I might be zoomed in. Ruh-roh, sorry about that. See if I can catch Leo over here. Daisy, I'm not sure if I see Miss Daisy. I would love to perhaps go over and see Tigress Indy. Leo just kept on marching away, so we'll let him go do his thing. We'll take the long way and get over to Tigress Indy, and I can read some comments on the way there. But if anyone has just tuned in, we are so happy to have you all live here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's a beautiful northern Minnesota evening, and we are just doing a good old sanctuary stroll, seeing what some of our rescued residents are up to after hours. Truth to tell, I have to be out of here at 8, so I won't get too overzealous with my sanctuary stroll here. Oh. And of course, one of the awesome things about doing these evening strolls is we get to come across cats who we don't often get to see during some of the daytime lives. So there's Quincy the cougar, and Quincy of the 3 Wild. Quincy has his siblings Rainier and Tacoma, of course, all collectively living wild at heart, and a little bit different than some of our other rescued residents that are coming from situations where they're being surrendered by private owners, situations where they're coming from seizures. That cougar group are wild-born orphans, and unfortunately, for one reason or another, they were not able to live a wild life, but happy they get to come here to the Wildcat Sanctuary and live a wild at heart life. And I think Tacoma heard me say his name. He's just popping his head out of one of their 3 indoor bedrooms. Each one of the cougars in this group gets their indoor bedroom. I'm seeing some dinner talk in the comments here. I need to do some more vicarious eating here. Well, let's make our way over to Tigress Indy. My boy Quincy, says Sharon. Oh, Quincy is just such a handsome dude. You know, I think people often say that Rainier can be the most kind of dominant and assertive and forward of the group. And sometimes I'm willing to argue that Quincy wears that cap and can kind of be the leader of those 3 cougars. All right. The lion song starting. And Indy commencing a perch from the top of her platform too. Let's see, we have a little bit of cloud cover, but in my opinion, I think it only adds to some of the beauty that you get in these low light periods. Hey, pretty girl. Yeah. Oh, look at that sky. What's prettier, the sky or the tiger? I think the tiger. Here's rescue tiger cub Indy. Excited to think and fun to hear Tammy. Ooh, Skeeter, get out of there. And fun to think that Indy's been living wild at heart here at Sanctuary for a year now. Very, very, you know, kind of just one of the many things we get to be thankful that your support affords our rescues. As a cat like Indy, well, if we all know her rescue story, and I hope you do, Indy was, well, she was attempted to be sold by someone in Arizona. Someone was trying to sell a tiger cub on Facebook Marketplace. Yes, your ears aren't fooling you. That is the truth. Someone was trying to sell Indy on Facebook Marketplace. Fortunately, authorities stepped in. Fortunately, Indy was able to live temporarily at Southwest Wildlife, who does awesome work down in Arizona. And with Indy making her way all the way to Sanctuary last May. Oh my goodness, she has grown. Yes, she has, Jessica. Marcy says, I love the clouds almost as much as tiger watching. Well, let's make sure we're including the clouds here. Casey Egan, Casey, hope all is well, saying, hello, Judson. So awesome that you're doing an evening stroll. I'm excited too, Casey. I love stuff like this, and And no, I often say it, the sanctuary strolls are typically my highlight of the day. I love taking photos of the cats. I love kind of tooling away at various things on my computer, getting ready for fundraising projects. But the sanctuary strolls, we're ready to come out and connect with everyone. Highlight. Some more people filing in here. Glad to have you with us on this evening sanctuary stroll. I'm going to circle back and get through some comments. Kathy Silva saying, hey, FB notified me of the live today. Yay. Glad to have you with us, Kathy. And I hope you started at the beginning of the live. Lion Leo made an appearance, and I know that you are a sponsor parent of that special dude. Hey, Deborah R. Good evening. Glad to have you with us. Paula Wiley saying, am I zoomed out here? Okay. How much has she grown, or how much she has grown and blossomed in the year she's been there? I think that's right, Paula, and that's you know, a testament to what our caretaking team does for these cats. It's a testament for the type of support you offer us to do these types of things for rescues like Indy, and it's also just worth getting excited about and understanding that this is just the first chapter in so many chapters that Indy gets to live here at Sanctuary. And look at this. Here's Miss Alyssa, a lilager, spending her evening exactly how she wants it. A little bit of a little platform time. Perhaps she'll eventually make her way into her indoor bedroom. Alyssa just goes with the flow, and I always love that about this cat, because one thing, for many of our rescues, they don't have the chance to make choices before they come here. It's kind of wild to think about it. You know, you can always kind of break things down in many ways, but very simply, the cats that are coming here for many times in their lives have never had a chance to make a choice. And for a cat like Alyssa, coming from the infamous Tiger King Park, well, I can guarantee you this cat didn't have opportunities to make choices in their life. And for that to be the complete opposite of the reality that she once knew, well, that's why we're all here, Alyssa. And look who just couldn't stand not being the center of attention. There's precious Nova, the tigress down there, who's been nothing but polite and kind to her neighbor, Alyssa. You might have remembered that we did a little bit of a switcheroo with Alyssa and Nova. I'm hoping to get Nova closer to Dash so we can see what their relationship is like. And I hear one of the media team clanking around. I hear intern Joe getting some photos of Alyssa over here. Joe, we've been getting some good shots.
Yeah, we have.
And we've been kind of cruising around for the last couple hours. Who have we seen so far?
Ooh, everybody. I saw. Yeah, I saw Gino and Sophie were sitting really nice for us.
Gino, Sophie. You mentioned that you saw Snow or Storm.
Yeah, I
which
did.
Which is always very special.
So Shadow.
And it's just kind of a different pace to things in the evening. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's very relaxed now. The sun's down.
Yeah, exactly that. And no, it's just you know, just another way to kind of connect and see what our rescues are up to. And obviously, you know, just those live posts during the day, we're always able to see so much, but getting a little extra glimpse and seeing just how things are oh so different during the evening hours are quite entertaining. And there goes Leo. We're gonna keep on doing our circle here, but that's right, Andrea, a snowstorm sighting. I'll admit, Andrea, I'm making my way around Wild Woodlands here, and typically I can zoom in and see Snow or Storm. They'll probably be sitting up on one of their platforms, so perhaps that will be how we'll end our evening sanctuary stroll. And I gotta keep an eye on the clock, Nova, because it's 7:49. Let's see if that sun's coming out behind you. Very pretty girl. And I saw Barbara Brewer pointing out Nova photo bombing Alyssa earlier. And it was a little bit of a photo bomb, Nova. But admittedly, you always love a tiger photo bomb. PM post, asked Leanne. That's right, Leanne. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous Thursday evening. I've been cruising around with the media team doing some after hours documentation, catching what the cats are up to, and well, I just couldn't let everyone go too easily now. I had to do a little sanctuary stroll to wrap things up. And here's Tiger Dash. Tiger Dash, you were stalking me and stalking me, but I was loving some of the video footage we were getting. And I love that sun behind you too. Lisa Parker, is Nova not the chuffiest tiger? I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Kathy, yes, it is quieter, and yes, you heard Leo singing. And I kind of laughed to myself when you said that, because I can always tell when the lions are singing inside. Believe it or not, it will rattle some of the metal guillotines in the building. I will hear them vibrating when the lions are singing inside. So we were back over there with Alyssa. I hear the lion roars, and then I hear this little bit of like a ting, 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 ting. And that's the rattling of some of the guillotine doors in the buildings that are being manipulated by the lion roar. That's how loud and powerful it is. Dash the Goat Stockmeister. Quite the title you've adorned Dash with there, Faith. And he's thinking, he's wondering if this stock is worth it here. He's looking at Joe getting some documentation over here. He says, well, I was stalking Judson earlier. I am up on this platform. It'd be a big leap. So maybe I'll just hold for now. Making sure I'm not missing any comments. I'm remiss. I never got back to any of the food comments. I saw a burger and french fries, I think, from Kathy Barton. Oh, look at Dash. Joe turned around, and Dash is ready to show him who's boss here. Woo! And the Minnesota State bird is out in full force. I got mosquitoes all over me. Woo-hoo, Dashy. Yowzer. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right, there we go. I got that little mosquito off my finger here. We are going to go all the way to the end, and I'm going to see if we can zoom in. Holy buckets, Mr. Dashers. Just doing a little stalking. Yeah, yeah. Behind the mound. You barely heard him get off the platform, and now he's behind the mound. Don't worry, Joe. You are being lasered in on, and Dash has always been a proficient stalker and will forever will be. And we love to see it, mister. All right, handsome dude. I gotta keep moving. All right. Dash putting on a stalking class, a stalking clinic. Dash knows how to stalk, and he certainly could be one to lead the charge in kind of teaching the tiger ways of the tiger stalk. So now we're kind of coming around the corner. I'm going to do a little bit of zooming. It might not look too glamorous, but if you're familiar with these two rescues, you will know how very special this zoom in is in seeing these cats. But let me just make sure I'm not talking out of turn here. I see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and they're very much already aware of me. So I'm going to zoom all the way in here. And there's Snow or Storm looking at me here. And typically, those two will kind of get up on these perches and platforms in the front part of their yard. And that's kind of where I was hoping to catch one. But there, believe it or not, it is a cougar. That's Snow or Storm. Please leave me alone, mosquito. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that that's Storm. But nonetheless, two very, very fragile and shy residents who get to, oof, mosquito, who get to live life according to how they want it. And we know that Snow and Storm are very much cats that have an aversion to humans, and rightfully so. We were talking about wild-born cats earlier, and knowing that they're raised by mom. Mom taught them to be fearful of humans, rightfully so. And for unfortunate circumstances, these two were orphaned and are now living here at Sanctuary, but we're going to make sure that we're still catering to those unique wild-born cats, just like we would any cat. Are you looking at my golf cart like it's got some food on it? I should move it for you. I don't want to mislead you, cutie pie. I'm gonna run down and say hi to Haley the Bob over here, and then I think that will be a Sanctuary stroll for the evening, everyone. Didn't get as golden as you would expect, but that's still to come. Sunset here in northern Minnesota. Well, we haven't reached the summer solstice yet, so the days are still getting longer, which I love. But that means that we just have to stay a little bit later next time we want that true golden hour. There's Haley the Bob, marching around on some of her freshly mowed pathways. 5-minute warning. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Keeping me in line. Woo! I'll tell you what else is keeping me in line. These mosquitoes, Leo. Holy buckets. And I put on some bug spray. All right, everyone. Well, thank you. I'm glad we kind of got to step out of the box, so to speak, and do a little bit of a sunset sanctuary stroll. These ones are always fun and always special. And so I appreciate everyone tuning in with us today. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, certainly talking Catio Town as we continue to make major progress in that project up top. It's been a really busy day of construction that looking forward to sharing, of course, talking about the match that's active too. But until then, I want everyone to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We certainly made it through the week. And hey, thank you all for tuning in today on this evening sanctuary stroll. And we will be here back at the Wildcat Sanctuary tomorrow to visit with even more of our rescued residents who you all do so much to support. So thank you again, everyone, and we will see you here tomorrow.